Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on the Chinnery channel. We are here to talk about Hong Kong. We have been here now for exactly a year.
So this video is going to be about things that we didn't expect. So we did a lot of research before we came, but there are some things that we just weren't told. They're just really random things.
First one we're going to talk about is warm water with meals. If you go to the majority of restaurants, the generic tap water that they serve you will be either room temperature or can sometimes be very, very hot. You're not going to get an iced water kind of anywhere in a Chinese or local feeling restaurant.
Yeah, if you go to maybe Central or you go to more of a Western restaurant or bar, then yes, you can get iced water. The next one is, so we've been to a lot of restaurants. Some of them are really elaborate. You can see that they're used as wedding venues. They've got big chandeliers, big kind of banquet tables, but no matter kind of how fancy it gets, people don't dress up. Yeah, it's surprising to me that I can go in my dungarees to somewhere where probably the day before there's still a fake wedding cake set up, there's still bouquets everywhere, but everyone's just wearing their jeans and t-shirt. So yeah, just don't be surprised. Don't feel the need to feel underdressed when you go to a place like that, because it's fine and expected.
The next thing we're going to talk about is Sundays, and more specifically the helpers in Hong Kong. It was something we had no idea about before moving here. On our first few Sundays out, when we'd be coming back from church, we would see dozens and dozens of people sat on the floor, normally in shade somewhere away from the road. It turns out that these are the helpers that are typically from other Asian countries around. Sunday is their day off. They live with their family that they work with for the other 6 days, and then Sundays they all get together with their friends and congregate in different areas.
Or eat. We've seen them do dance classes together, which is really fun. But I think initially we were just confused because to us Sunday is when it's quieter. That's a good day to go shopping or to go exploring because it's normally quiet, whereas that's been the opposite here, that it's just busier, so we have to get used to that. Okay, this next one, I don't really know how to phrase it. We just noticed that...
Loitering.
Yeah, but loitering by everyone. So you can just be going to a shopping centre, you can go to IKEA, you can go to McDonald's, and people will just be sat. I don't really know how to phrase it. They'll just be relaxing, kind of set up for the day. In shopping malls where you have kind of just chairs gathered together, you'll see people there with they're just there for the day. They're ready to kind of chill for the day. We go to IKEA a lot. I don't really know why. We don't really buy a whole lot, but we like to go to IKEA. And you'll see people just sat on the sofas, lying in the bed, just on their phone, relaxing.
Weather, we knew moving here that we would experience much more drastic weather than what we're used to. Very, very hot, sort of the rainy season. We were expecting all these things. But yeah, just the kind of small things that we weren't kind of anticipating of.
The tools needed.
Yes, and umbrellas everywhere. For the sun for me, and the mini fans as well. Yeah, I want mine. It's necessary. Keep myself cool. You see people with a neck bracelet kind of thing.
A collar.
And will sit there and point directly upwards. And
in our apartment as well, because it's really humid here, so it's a new kind of heat for me to experience. So we've had to get a dehumidifier for our apartment. Another thing we noticed were that a lot of restaurants are Michelin recommended. You'll go into a place that might not necessarily meet what you'd view as a Michelin restaurant because it's quite casual, but you'll just see all these awards on the wall and posters to say it's been recommended. So there's a big guide, and I mean it reflects in the good quality of food we've had here.
The next thing we're going to talk about is shop opening times. When we were in England, we were very used to most places opening at some time around about 7 a.m, 8 a.m, 9 a.m, depending on what it is, and closing at 5 p.m, 6 p.m. But coming here, most places will open at
11,
10, 11 a.m. Convenience stores are often open, but...
Yeah, 7-Eleven will be open.
Yeah, but some of the other stuff, and some of the supermarkets will be open, but just most other things open a lot later and then stay open far later, which can sometimes be convenient for once you finish work, you need to go do something. But it just seems really baffling when sometimes I'll be coming home from work, or even after work I've gone somewhere and then I'm coming home and it's 10 p.m. and all these estate agents are still open, and you just wonder who is really
looking for an apartment at 10 o'clock at night. Okay, so I remember this one being really surprising when we moved and we were looking to buy things for the apartment. There's themed streets. You might just find 15 shops that sell lights. On the next street over, it might just sell sofas and chairs. There's Goldfish Market, pet streets, fabric district in Jamshedpur Po. Initially, we were just like, how are they going to make any money? Like, there's so much competition all around. You go to one place, but you go to 14 other shops for a light bulb. But then if you know you want something, you just have to go to one place, which is quite good. So when we went fabric shopping the other day, we just had to go to one area.
The next thing that made us very happy, I think, as Brits coming here was the queuing systems. First time we went to get a bus, we realised that at each bus stop there will be kind of numbers written on the floor and lines, and you just line up behind the people that are going to get on your bus. So with the buses, it works really, really well.
Yes, definitely.
And you know exactly where the bus is going to stop, and the person that was there first gets on first.
I like that.
With the MTR, the underground system, like all the doors will line up and they have arrows showing you where to line up. And I would say for like 95% of the time, it works really well.
Yeah.
And that people get into position and they line up and they wait. But you will just sometimes have a big queue and then a person will just come and stand right in the middle and charge on as the train opens, which is quite fascinating. And, you know, as a Brit, you think,
there's a system for a reason.
There's this fantastic queuing system and there's just this person trying to break it. We never say anything. Might tut very loudly.
Okay, so another thing, there's definitely like a pampered pet community, which, I mean, I'm all for, honestly. I think it's adorable when you see these really fluffy dogs and they're all in their pushchairs. I just think I didn't expect it. I've never seen it before, apart from on TV. Yeah, I'll just walk down to the beach here and there'll be like 6 women gathered with all their matching dogs, and it's adorable. It was just surprising. I just didn't know. Very well taken care of dogs here.
The last thing that we're just going to talk about is the kind of nature side of Hong Kong. I think before moving here, we did lots and lots of research. We knew the kind of like hustle and bustle of city life, that we'd be able to go out, eat great food, experience things. And I think we knew about beaches as well.
Yeah.
But I think the thing we didn't expect is the nature aspect, hiking. I don't think we ever expected we would get into hiking as much as we did. But there's just so many different options. There's so many trails, and that's something that we really didn't expect, and it's definitely something we're super, super pleased with.
For me, it's about the views. I think I was really concerned moving to a city and just looking out at the city all the time. Yeah, you've probably seen our view in other videos, but it's just water and mountains, and it's so calming to wake up to in the morning. Yeah, it's just good to know that there's these like little escapes not too far away.
Yeah. And there's so much to do. Like when we went to Lamma Island a few weeks ago to do our like water sports activity.
Yeah.
All these little islands that you can get ferried to and explore.
So I'm sure there's more that we've probably forgotten, or that we've just gotten so used to that we forgot that we had to adjust to it initially. But yeah, those are a few things that surprised us. Please remember to ask us any questions. If you have any questions about Hong Kong, if you're thinking about moving here, we're happy for you to get in touch and us to reply to any questions.
So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to leave a comment down below, hit that like button and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.